You guys already know what time it is. Let's play some Instant Drill. Okay, so last time we lit up that little duck and that square, and I know you all have been anxiously waiting to see what is in the dining car. And you know what? I'm right there with you because I actually don't remember and I have no idea what's in it. So my guess is either slug, which I would probably scream, or gemstone, something like that. I guess we'll find out. This is my top priority. Not talking to anyone.
James Thurston.
Thurston. I hereby agree to pay James Thurston the sum of $9 a week plus room and board in return for his services as the engineer of my train, Jake Hurley, May 23rd, 1979. Okay, let's talk. Boys.
Hey, how's it going?
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
See you soon.
You better.
Charlena?
More questions?
I'll let you get back to your writing.
All right, then.
Alright. I think there's something here. Can I thought I could, like, look at the ground. Okay. I think now we should kind of chit-chat to everyone. John Gray, you're up next.
What's up?
Well, I'll catch you later.
Take care.
What's the tea, you guys? Tino? What you got for us? Anything good?
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that ready, hell. Thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket. He was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Not a problem.
What's up?
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Is it true that your show is in danger of being canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
Were you in this room the whole time prior to that emergency brake thing?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
I've had that overpowering urge.
Thanks for the chat.
Come back anytime.
Okay, wait, no. Okay, I think I had to talk to him first about that. What's this?
That looks just like the stuff John Gray has his thermometers packed in.
There we go. What do you think about that, Tino?
What's going on?
You're the one who pulled that emergency brake, aren't you?
Me? What, are you joking?
Care to explain how packing material from the box those thermometers were in wound up on the floor over there?
You're just some teenage nobody. I don't have to listen to this.
You're right, you don't. Neither do the other passengers. But unless you give me a good reason not to, I think I'll tell them anyway.
Nasty detective.
Maybe I was a little hasty, pointing the finger at the ghost guy like that. Maybe all those lies people have been spreading are starting to get to me. Maybe I thought it would help if I got a little positive press by solving a crime aboard a haunted train. Maybe I apologize. And, maybe you can see fit not to let any of this go beyond this room?
Well, no harm done, I guess.
Yeah, only attempted murder.
Well, what else can I do for you?
It's been great talking to you.
Not a problem.
No worries, Tino. You just tried to kill us all. I can definitely see past it.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Let's chit-chat to Lori, maybe. Hey,
Yes?
Laura.
We'll talk some more later.
I'll be waiting.
Who the boys? Hey, boys.
Hey, how's it going?
Were you able to find anything out about Jake's engineer, that James Thurston guy?
Good news and bad news. The good news is he had a wife in Copper Gorge, so he may have had children.
The bad news is our internet service provider stopped providing before we could use our cell phones to find out anything else.
That's okay. We can do more checking when we get to Copper Gorge.
Right.
Going to Copper Gorge. Yep, be good. All right. Let's go to the museum and meet my favorite character ever.
Hey there! Welcome to Buell's Old Time Taffy House. Come on over here. Welcome, stranger. Listen, you by any chance get here on that private train what's parked out yonder?
As a matter of fact, yes, I did.
There's a rumor going around that Charlena Purcell's on board. Is that true?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
Hot dang if that don't beat all. I've read every single book that gal's ever written. Best writer whatever lived. Did she get off the train too?
I don't think so. She's pretty busy.
Charlena Purcell herself right here in Copper Gorge, breathing the same air as me. Hot dang! Well, welcome, little missy. Go on in and take a gander at what life was like during the heyday of Copper Gorge whilst you sample some of our delicious homemade saltwater taffy.
Sample? As in free sample?
Some taffy on a stick'll cost you 2 tokens, which you can get by winning both those games over there.
Are they hard?
Dang
Are they
if I
hard?
know. Come to think of it, I've never played them. But you're getting me off track here, missy. Fact of the matter is they're free. Unless you go messing with the artifacts I got in here. Do that and you'll be head first in the nearest snowdrift before you know what hit you.
I will say, this past summer I was in a train show and I had to do a little bit of a southern accent, and I did channel her. We're gonna learn her name soon, but artifacts. It's so good.
Where'd all these artifacts
Artifacts.
come from?
Been in the family for years. For centuries, in fact. See, Buell was my great-great-uncle. This building used to be his general store. During the glory days back in the 1880s, he commenced a pawnbroker, so the miners Copper Gorge was crawling with back then could raise some cash to pay for grub and tools and such. But pretty soon, the mining boom went bust. And there was Uncle Buell, stuck with a whole store full of junk. Only it wasn't junk to him. Debris from lost lives and broken dreams, what he called it. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
He's still.
So, passed it on to his kin. My great-granddaddy's the one who come up with the idea of turning the place into a tourist attraction.
Do you by any chance have any of Jake Hurley's things in here?
Jake who?
Hurley, he was a miner. I think he may have left a lamp and a pickaxe with your great-great-uncle.
Never heard of him. Of course, that don't mean his stuff's not here. Just means you're just gonna have to look around and see for yourself. But remember, Susie Q, don't touch.
It was fun talking to you.
Susie
I'll bet
Q.
it was.
Obsessed.
Looks like to get some taffy on a stick, I'm going to need 2 different tokens.
Ugh, I want some taffy on a stick right now. That sounds good. Oh, wait. Oh, I just have to start. Oh, I forgot that he goes fast. I do that. Let's try again. Oh, we're still going. Okay, now let's try again. Oh, I can't get in the snake or the guy? Freaking hell. Oh my god. Please, sir! Oh my gosh. That's right. I wonder what's better, donkey or I think the Okay. I think the donkey helps him climb faster and the dynamite brings the Yeti down. Why are the sound effects so loud? I've had a heart attack. Let's see what else is here. This guy. Oh, I have to pick one. Let's try 13. This one's great because, like, you don't have to do anything, but you're like, I'm probably not gonna win. Like, I have to play it like literally one try. Okay, well, I was gonna say you have to play it like 10,000 times because it's not a skill game, it's a chance game. And you're playing against a computer, so it makes it twice as hard.
This looks
But
just like the insignia I saw on the train.
then I
I'll
won.
bet this was Jake's trunk. If this was his trunk, maybe the pickaxe and lamp that I need are inside.
I think if I touch it, she yells at me.
You ain't touching anything over there, are you, missy?
Oops, I'd better go ask permission before I mess with this.
Susie Q?
Something tells me I better not go in there without permission.
Okay.
You still here?
Do you
Yes,
know
I'm
what's
still
in that
here.
old trunk over there?
Why? You ain't been fooling with it, have you?
Oh no, of course not. No, I just thought it might contain the lamp and pickaxe that I asked you about before.
Well, if it does, you can forget about him, 'cause it's locked. None of my kin have ever been able to figure out how to open it. Not even my cousin Alvin. And he went to junior college.
So it's never been opened?
Not since whoever owned it left it here.
I'd really like to see what's inside it.
Well, now, I certainly ain't gonna let you break it open if that's what you're getting at.
Oh no, I would never use force, believe me. But in order to try to get it open, I would have to, touch it.
Nope, sorry, not gonna happen, little missy.
What?
Unless...
Tell you what, you get Charlene Purcell to come in here so's I can shake her hand, and I'll let you fiddle with that trunk till the cows come home.
You know what? I've got a better idea.
Now, what could be better than me coming face to face with the lady who writes the finest literature this here country's ever seen?
Well, that's just it. If you were to just meet her, you'd have nothing to show for it. Afterwards, she'd go her way and you go yours, and that would be it. But if you were to, say, get her autograph, well, then you'd have something to hang on the wall and brag about.
Okay. Make it so's I can meet her and get her autograph.
Oh, but the thing is, she's
She's
on a
good.
deadline, and if you take her away from her writing, she may fall behind. And if she falls behind, her publisher may pull the plug. And if her publisher pulls the plug, it could ruin her career. Do you really want to risk ruining Charlena Purcell's career?
Good heavens, of course not. All right, you just get me Charlena's autograph, and you got a deal. Just make
Autograph?
sure she uses my name. I want it real personal-like.
You bet. And your name is...
Fatima, with an F. None of that weirdo PH stuff.
Okay, Fatima.
Fatima.
I'll be right back.
God, I love her. But team with an F. None of that weird PH stuff. Alright, let's do that again.
Yes,
You
Swear.
startled me. Do you work here?
I do. Are you looking for someone?
Yes, Camille Hurley. She died back in the 1800s.
Ah, Camille. Beautiful crypt, wonderful view, good drainage. Whoever buried her must have loved her very much.
May I go inside it?
You may, but unfortunately you can't.
Why not?
I accidentally dropped the key down the grate that's in front of the crypt. If you can retrieve it, you can keep it. I'm having another one made. But if you do go into the crypt, just remember, you won't be alone.
Like, okay.
Well, there's the key. I need something long and sticky.
You and Nancy. Also, I'm sure when I played this the first time when I was like however old, I probably got so stuck here because like how would you have known to go there? Like this is such a weird area to click on. Whatever. Back to the train. To get an autograph for Fatima. But first, where are my boys? Boys! Oh.
More questions?
I met a huge fan of yours in town who'd really, really like your autograph. An autographed picture would be even better.
Imagine that. Me having fans way out here in the boonies. Well, I'm sure I have a picture around here somewhere. But what I don't have is a pen. Usually I just ask my assistant for one.
I have a pencil here somewhere.
A pencil won't do, dear. It has to be ink. See if you can borrow a pen from somebody.
Is this gonna... Loud for what? Is this gonna be one of those, like, wild goose chases where I, like, have to, like, go get a pen, and then he's like, well, actually, I need you to bring me a glass of water, and then to get the water, you have to do this. It might be.
What's up?
I really, really need a pen. Could I borrow one from you?
Sorry.
Okay, or that works.
Thanks for the chat.
Take care.
Sorry. Tino? Tino, please, you're my last hope.
What's going on?
Do you by any chance have a pen I could borrow?
Why, I'm surprised at you. Don't you know that every detective should carry a pen?
Actually, I carry a pencil.
Well, as it happens, I got lots of pens. Tell you what, if you can
Got
play
lots
that
of
Leaping Lizards game I found over there and do better than I did when I played it, which shouldn't be that hard seeing as how smart you are, I'll give you a pen. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
Thanks,
the object of
Tino.
the game is to get rid of as many lizards as you can by jumping them with other lizards until you can't jump anymore. Last time I played, I wound up with just 5 lizards. If you can wind up with only 4, the pen's yours.
I bet I can get less than 4, Tino.
You lost. Guess you're not so smart after all. Try
Okay.
again.
Yes, obviously.
Well, sure.
Not my A game today. Look at that move.
I did it!
Boom.
I won!
Talk about luck.
Wait a minute.
Here's your pen.
It's not even some fancy pen.
What else can I do for you?
Probably got it for like
You've been a
25
big help.
cents.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Could just give me a pen then. Anything for a fellow detective, and then you made me play some silly little stupid game.
Have you found a pen so I can autograph that picture?
I got it from Tino. You can keep it. If you could have it say, to Fatima, that'd be great.
I always think,
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
what if she spelled it with a PH?
Anything else?
I should get going.
Remember, if it's juicy, I want to know about it.
Nancy's like, that's the one thing I had to do. All I needed to do was spell it with an F.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, boys.
There you are. We've been looking for you.
Yeah, you won't believe the lucky break we caught.
Lucky break? Hey, that was the result of good old-fashioned detective work.
It was the result of your insisting we stop for a cheeseburger.
Guys, what's going on?
Well, it turns out that a grandchild of Jake's engineer still lives around here.
What's more, he hangs out at the local diner, comes in every day.
Apparently, he's pretty ancient.
Ah, and you found that out when you stopped there so Joe could get a hamburger.
Cheeseburger.
The thing is, the owner of the diner wouldn't agree to point the guy out unless one of us fills in for his short-order cook.
He's got to go home and wait for the cable guy or
I
something.
love
And since
him.
Joe here barely knows how to boil
Jeez.
water, guess who got the job?
Way to go, Joe.
Hey, I can boil water. It's just that when it's got things floating in it, I get confused.
Speaking of confused, get this. Balducci convinced Lori that Jake's mine is somewhere right here in Copper Gorge, so he, Lori, and John Gray are hiking up the mountain out there even as we speak.
Like that bumblebrain's gonna find anything.
Sounds like now might be a good time to do some serious poking around on the train.
Good thought.
Hey, I better get going. Wish me luck.
I'll go with you. You can make me a cheeseburger.
First, we gotta talk to our girl, Fatima.
Got that autograph?
Got something better, an autographed picture.
Hot dang! She spelled my name right and everything. Go ahead, little missy. Have a go at that trunk. Whatever's inside, it's all yours.
This indentation looks familiar.
All right, so now we can put that in the trunk, but we don't know the combo yet, and it's not the same as the silver one. Oh, okay.
Taffy on a stick. Hey, maybe I could use this to fish the crypt key out from under that grate.
Way ahead of you, Nance. Give me that taffy. I want to eat it. Spin, 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 spin.
Here we go.
What? Who said that and why? Stupid thought. Here we go. Why did she say that?
Gotcha.
Actually, I got it, Nancy, but I'll let you have this one. Ooh, slug! Slug check. Okay.
C-U. P-B.
I'm guessing those are the ones we're gonna need, if that's the only letters she's gonna say.
P-B.
Oh, we'll just wait. But yeah, that's another puzzle. Here's...
This indentation looks familiar.
Oh, you know what? It's because we can go like this. And then... Ooh, what's not the copper order? Green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Green, red, purple, yellow, orange, blue. Blue. Y'all ready to see a dead body? Just kidding. Okay.
In the letter he wrote to his niece, Jake said she should go to Camille's grave and let Camille's goodness rub off on her. Rub as in rubbing, maybe? If I am supposed to make rubbings of these pillars, I'll need a pencil, which I already have, and some nice thin paper.
That's why Nancy has a pencil. Good for you, girl. Okay, I think that's all we can do in here right now until we have the etchings. Did this say PB on it? I keep thinking it's peanut butter.
What fits here?
Shut up, Nancy. You know exactly what fits there. Okay, this one doesn't say anything. I should have remembered. Oh, is this a little bat? Purple.
Well, here's Jake's lamp.
Slug.
Another slug. Could come in handy. But where's his pickaxe?
Or could be the reason that I pull my hair out. I also think we have to go to... Oh, maybe not. Here's the restaurant. So maybe it just will happen later. I think now it's time to snoop. So Charlene is definitely still here.
More
Yeah.
questions?
You didn't go on Tino's expedition to Jake's mine?
Please. The man barely knows where his head is. If he's the one who finds that mine, I'll eat my laptop.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
I kind of love her. Like, she's sassy and kind of mean sometimes, but I'm like, she's just real. Okay, John Gray is gone. Can I not snoop his stuff? I mean, I can snoop this now. Okay, I guess not. I do know that we need to do this, so let's do this.
A spyglass. I'll bet it's the one I need for Jake's projector.
Nice! Is there anything else we can do in
It's
here?
locked.
Okay, you're not even letting me try, Nancy. Is it like a slide puzzle? Maybe it's a key. I think that's all we can do. I don't think she will snoop anything else. Which is fine. Can snoop Tino's area. So I need to get that gemstone. Is there anything on like the desk? I don't think so.
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
Yep. And then Jake's pickaxe is missing. I think that's it. Yeah. Cool. I really don't want to do these slugs. I think I'd rather eat my laptop. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe yet. So I can't do this. Lori's gone, but I also, again, don't think there's anything to scoop with her. She's not gone.
Yes? I hear Tino took you and John on a trek to Jake's mine.
Jake's mine, my eye. We went tramping through the snow, lugging all this equipment John insisted on bringing, and where do we end up? At this teeny tiny, half-rotten, tumble-down outhouse.
He led you to an outhouse?
Well, he said it was the opening to a mine shaft, but then John said if it was, shouldn't the hole be going into the mountain instead of just down? So they stood there arguing until Tino finally grabbed a shovel, went inside, and started digging. What he found was definitely not gold.
Did he apologize?
Of course not. If he didn't have such nice eyes, the man would be a total zero.
We'll talk some more later.
You go, girl.
You go, girl. I'm gonna start using that. You'd be a total zero. Fine, we'll do the slugs. Your worst nightmare. Okay, so grab some bellies. Okay, the eagle is plus 2. Oh wait, I think I need the bounce light up first though. No.
More pipes. Why am I not surprised?
Didn't even need the bow. Work.
There, that looks right.
Okay, I think we just have one more pipe left to do. Let's talk to John.
What's up?
I hear Tino took you and Lori for a little hike today.
Don't remind me. Turns out Tino had no idea where he was going. Good thing for him, my fingers were frozen stiff. Otherwise, I would have strangled him.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
See what Tino has to say.
What's going on?
So, how did your expedition to Jake's mine turn out?
Well, as you may or may not have heard, I didn't find the mine. But at least now I know where it isn't, which is just as good as knowing where it is.
True.
Sorta.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
What I'm all about. I don't know if I need to do anything else with the slugs. I don't know what any of this stuff would unlock. I think these are the main ones. Okay. So I think the only things we have left to do, we have to find paper to do the rubbings. Obviously do the rubbings and get the code, which is going to open this vent, because these shapes match the rubbings in the crypt. And then we have to get the axe. So let's go ask Fatima about that. I always think her name's Fatima, and it's not.
Welcome back.
Have you by any chance ever come across a pickaxe that had the initials JH carved into it?
Why?
Because it used to belong to Jake
Why?
Hurley, and I really, really need it. I thought it would be in that old trunk, but it wasn't.
You got that trunk open? Wait till I tell Cousin Alvin. He thinks he's so smart. As for that pickaxe, so happens I got it upstairs in my kitchen. Use it to open the coconuts Aunt Lucy sends me every year from Hawaii.
Do you think I could have it?
Naturally.
Why, no, you can't have it. How would I open them coconuts?
Ah, she's got a point.
But your great-great-uncle, do you really think Buell would approve of you using something that belonged to some poor miner to open coconuts?
Ah, okay. I'll let you have the pickaxe. After you do something for me.
Like what?
I got a bunch of taffy over there what needs sorting. Just follow the directions that are posted by the machine. Them belts get moving pretty fast, so you gotta keep your wits about you. While you're doing that, I'll fetch that pickaxe.
You got a deal.
All right. Here we go. And then
Wax paper for the taffy. Would you mind if I took a piece of wax paper?
Yes, I could let you have a piece.
Snatched. Ah, see, if these were real. So good. Here we go. All right. Banana, mango, strawberry, apple, blueberry, grape, reject. And make sure on here. Oh, did I mess that one up? Whoops. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That was it. So now am I done?
Got that taffy sorted?
No problem. That was easy.
You sneak any freebies while you were at it?
Oh, no, I would never do that.
Well, ain't you the goody two-shoes? Truth is, wouldn't have minded too much if you had, long as you fessed up to it. Here's the pickaxe.
Gotta
Cracked the handle pretty bad on the last batch of coconuts. You sure you want it?
Positive.
There you go. Don't hurt yourself.
I won't. Thank you.
Oh.
Oops. Sounds like somebody's taking a nap.
It's like standing up. She's like,
Hello?
Hey, it's Frank. I'm in the kitchen of the diner
No.
playing short order cook.
Has that grandchild of Jake's engineer showed up yet?
Just came in with this lady who's even older than he is. And get this, he's a retired miner, so every time I finish an order and ring the pickup bell, he thinks it's the mine shaft elevator bell. And for some reason, it makes him start telling his lady friend about his grandfather.
You mean you ring the bell and he starts talking about James Thurston?
Exactly. Of course, 5 seconds later, he's rambling on about something totally unrelated, but
He's just like
I
on the
fill
clock
order,
and he's
ring
like,
the bell,
oh my
and
god.
ding, he picks up right where he left off.
This old
That is,
man.
unless I fill the order wrong and the waitress chews me out. She's got a voice like a chainsaw. Very distracting.
Sounds like you better keep your ears open and your nose to the grindstone.
I am. Just wanted to keep you posted.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Alright, Frankie boy, let's do this. Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard, bacon, cheese. Onions? Oop. Hey. Hey. Onions. Are these jalapenos? Jalapenos. Hot mustard, bacon, cheese. Hot mustard. Bacon. And cheese. Order up.
So do you know what you want to order yet, Edna?
I'm still looking.
Did I tell you that my granddaddy was the engineer on a private train owned by one of the richest men that ever passed through Copper Gorge? Jake Hurley was his name. Yes, sir, my granddaddy was Jake's private engineer for more than 25 years. Told my daddy that men don't come any crazier than Jake Hurley, or any nicer. Treated my granddaddy real well and told him stuff, real important stuff. Stuff he made my granddaddy swear to never ever forget. Stuff that my granddaddy told my daddy, and that my daddy told me.
My granddad
Why don't you
told
get
my
the
daddy.
egg salad, Edna? Eggs are back to being good for you, you know. Seems like just last year, all those scientific types were saying your arteries had clogged up
Next.
if you so much as looked at. Yes, sir, Jake Hurley told my granddaddy things he never told another living soul. Not even his wife. I tell you about her, Edna.
I don't think so.
Camille was her name. Camille Boulet. That's French, you know. Of course, she died so young that poor Jake didn't have time to tell her anything. According to my granddaddy, one summer day she had a dizzy spell and fell and hit her head. She didn't take well to the heat, see? And sometimes in the summer, when they were going through the desert, why, that train would be just like an oven. Anyway, the way my granddaddy died, that was kind of strange, too. I ever tell you how my granddaddy died?
No, I don't think you did.
My daddy, he came home from school one day to find a railroad official telling his mom that Granddad been found dead in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada. He was in the engine of Jake Hurley's train, just kind of slumped over with his hand still on the throttle. The strange thing is, nobody else was on board the train, yet the door to the engine was locked and barred. It was like Granddad was trying to keep someone out, like he was running from something, like something finally scared him so bad his heart just stopped. Of course, he was in his 60s at the time, and back then that was old. Doesn't seem so old now, does it, Edna? Here I am, pushing 93, and still spry as a spring chicken. I ever tell you about the mine my granddaddy
Chef's
said Jake Hurley
choice.
found?
Ooh, I'm gonna make a burger that I would eat.
A couple years before he died, Granddad told my daddy that Jake found a vein in the mountains somewhere and was mining it all by himself, so no one would steal it out from under him. He wouldn't even tell Granddad where the mine was. What he'd do is have Granddad drive the train real slow so he could jump off without Granddad seeing him. Then Granddad would pick him up at a prearranged spot a few days later. Oh, they didn't call him Crazy Jake Hurley for nothing. Speaking of crazy, you see how much Abner's charging for a hit. But the craziest thing Jake Hurley ever did was tell Granddad the secret to finding his mine. He made him swear to tell it to my daddy and nobody else. Eventually, my daddy, he told me, and it was so bizarre that I remember it to this day, though I sure don't understand how it had helped anybody find his mine. But since my daddy didn't tell me not to tell anybody, this is what Crazy Jake Hurley told Granddad, word for word. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
Frank, are you sure that's what he said?
I'm positive.
Are you sure that's all he said?
Look, this guy was old, okay? I mean, we're talking Jurassic. And guys that old don't joke around. They don't have time to. What you just heard is what I heard, word for word.
Got anything else?
I almost forgot. You gotta check this out.
It's just an old letter, Frank.
You bet it's an old letter. From Samuel Clemens.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get this?
I found it in the caboose.
Apparently, he and Jake were pen pals.
Wish I had a famous writer for a pen pal.
When Joe gave it to me, I about flipped. I know I should turn it over to Lori, and I will, but it's just so darn cool.
I still don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's not like it's from Mark Twain or anything. What?
Talk to you later.
You better.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end this episode here. And then I think in the next episode we'll solve the little gem puzzle and probably the pickaxe and stuff. It might be like close to the end. I think we're almost done. I think literally one more episode and I think we might be done. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you later. Bye.